Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Aakash. I'm a chartered accountancy student and prioritizing my productivity is the only way I manage to study 7 to 9 hours each day while handling this YouTube channel and also kind of enjoying my life. And these are the things that I'll be talking about in this video. So the first thing is called Newton's first law of motion. So Newton's first law states that an object at rest remains at rest, or if in motion, remains in motion at a constant velocity unless acted upon by some net external force. Now, what does it mean? It simply means that if an object is at rest, it will remain at rest, or if it's moving, it will continue to move at a constant velocity unless it is acted upon by some external force. Now, the way we can use it in our productivity perspective is that when we are at rest, it's initially going to be difficult for us to move, but when we start moving, when we start doing it for a while, it kind of creates an external force, external push for us to keep moving. Like initially it was difficult for me to manage my YouTube channel and studies, but now that I've been doing it for the past 4 months, it's okay for me. It's created a push for me to keep doing it. And there are two easy ways to make you start initially. The first one's called the 2-minute rule from the book Getting Things Done by David Allen, which simply says that if something's gonna take less than 2 minutes, just do it now instead of making it linger on your to-do list. You drink mango shake, don't leave the glass on your desk or inside your drawer because you're gonna forget it for months then. Just go and put it in the sink. Or your bed isn't made, just make it right now instead of saying that you'll make it before leaving the room or sometime later. Don't do that. And the next one's called the 5-minute rule. It's one of my favorites. It says that when you don't feel like working, just tell yourself that you're only going to work for 5 minutes and set a timer for it. And chances are that by the end of those 5 minutes, you might have gotten the push. Next thing which helps me is thinking of time in 15-minute sections instead of half an hour. What I really mean by this is people usually divide an hour into 30-minute sections, but what I like to do is divide an hour in 4 15-minute sections. So let's say it's 4:39 and you have work to do. People usually will say that I'll start working at 5, but due to a slight change in thinking, I'll start working at 4:45 and instead of wasting 21 minutes, I'll waste only 6 minutes. Now you might say, how much work can you even squeeze in those extra 15 minutes? But you'll be surprised by the results when you start doing it yourself. So the next time you look at the clock, just try squeezing a little more work out of those extra few minutes. Third thing which I do is being productive in the time gaps. This includes the time gap in between tasks, i.e. downtime. Like we will get some time in our days which most people spend by either using social media or chatting with some friend. And call me a loner or whatever, but instead of fooling around in my downtime, I use it to get some work done. Whether it be script writing or thinking of some new video idea or just reading an article which I cite for later or anything but productive. The only time I do unproductive stuff is while making coffee when I sing along Ed Sheeran and feel like I'm some big pop star, and also while eating when I watch some sitcom, or when I'm done for the day, I just like to chill. Otherwise, time waste isn't on my to-do list. The next thing which I do is setting artificial boundaries. You know the time when you have some assignment to finish the next morning, you probably finish it the night prior by any means, but if you say you have 3 months left to submit the assignment, you'll surely delay working on it till the last month or the last week. But a way of finishing work before time is by setting artificial boundaries for yourself. And as soon you do that, the Parkinson's law comes into action, leading to early completion of the task. For those who don't know what Parkinson's law is, it simply means that work expands to fill its allotted time span, regardless of the amount of work to be done. So if you say give yourself an hour to finish some task, you'll finish it within an hour. But if you say give the same task a whole day to complete, you're gonna take the whole day to finish it. So what I like to do is just plan my day either in the morning or a day or two prior using the Google Calendar, which looks something like this. the last thing I'd like to cover is fake it till you make it. So, this is something that I do so many times. Like the previous year, I had this identity of a lazy person who didn't like to get any work done and just like scrolling Instagram for 7 to 8 hours a day. But this year, I kind of made an identity switch and told myself that I'm a productive person. So, even sometimes when I don't feel like studying or doing any work, I remind myself that I'm a productive person, I'm a CA student, and I'm a YouTuber, and it kind of sparks up the light of productivity and I get back to work. And even if it's just 4 months of adopting this mindset, I sometimes feel guilty while scrolling through Instagram, which is insane, but yeah. And if you're addicted to your phone, you might want to check out this video right here. And if you got anything from this video, do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.